Let us consult the stars.
It's clearly the guy I'm
Who
playing
is the
as.
man prowling outside the Allen's house in the night? And what is his purpose?
Hello guys, and welcome back to some more ASTROLOGASTER. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not quite sure though.
Good day to you, Mistress Sharp.
Good day, Dr. Forman. But I am Mistress Delamere now.
Mistress Delamere? But as I recall from my case notes, let me see now, 'twas 3 years past. Aye, were you not hoping to marry a man named George Middleton?
Oh, yes, I did marry Mr. Middleton. But not long after we were wed, he fell to his death whilst taking the air atop a church belfry, struck down by his abiding love of late Gothic architecture.
Okay.
There, my dear lady. How distressing your late husband's death must have been for you.
Aye, indeed, Dr. Forman, so much so that my friends urged me to marry again, lest I die of grief. But now that I am once more a wife, I would not wish to be widowed anew, and John Delamere, my present husband, is also an older man. Dr. Forman, you must tell me whether there be any illness he has, whether there be anything I might do to save my dear sweet husband from an early death.
Then let us see what the stars have to say. Is Mr. John Delamere troubled with any condition that may cause him to die?
Here, let's see. A condition characterized by sorcerers in the throat, a mild imbalance of yellow bile. No, this, I guess? I don't know.
Madam, I am afeard your new husband suffers from a cardiac passion. You must keep him away from anything that may cause him alarm or shock. To wit, changes in temperature, sudden noises and surprises.
Oh, I will, sir, I will indeed. I thank ye for this wise counsel. Good day, Dr. Forman.
Okay, I mean, she's nice. She was pleased with that at least, so that's good. Wait, extreme in temperature, sudden noises, and shocks.
Sibyl's a fine host, of this she will oft boast. She loves to entertain, she loves to entertain. Though hard she does try, her dinners go awry. And in tears and shame.
Right, what is the
Good morrow,
problem?
Mistress Fortescue. How may I help you this day?
I did lately experience feelings of a most strange and disturbing nature, for which I desire an explanation.
I see. Prithee describe these feelings to me, madam. When did they occur?
Last eve, at a dinner party hosted by my dear friend Mistress Emma Delamere. All was well at first, but soon after my arrival I was stricken with a kind of madness.
Madness, you say?
Yes, moments during which I found myself overcome with feelings of mirth, laughing most immoderately at the dullest of remarks made by other guests. At other times I felt an unnatural fascination with the shape of the candelabra in the table's centrepiece. And all the while I was so ravenous with hunger, I quite absent-mindedly ate all the sweetmeats at my end of the table. I fear my rapaciousness did not escape the notice of guests seated beside me.
Such an immoderate appetite is out of character for you, I take it. It could not have merely been occasioned by anxious passions?
Why, nay, Dr. Forman. Forsooth, I ought to have been very calm last eve, for I did spend the afternoon inhaling the fumes of an aromatic oil, a gift from my sweet husband, sent back from his explorations in the Near East. I did mention my husband, Captain Henry Fortescue, before, I think. He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh. Oh, Henry and Sir Walter find the oil most relaxing, so he tells me.
Yet you were not so very relaxed last eve, I take it.
No, not in the least, for I fear a capricious spell was cast upon me. Over the course of the evening, I developed the strongest intuition that malignant forces were present in the room, and that I had been bewitched. Could it be true, Dr. Forman? Might a witch have cast a spell on me?
That is something we shall have to ask the stars, madam. Let us see. What was it that afflicted Mistress Sybil Fortescue last eve at dinner?
He was clearly drugged because of the fumes. Condition characterized by lethargy, anxiety, and sadness. Nope. Bewitched suggests the illness and temporary. This suggests the possibility of death. Suggests witchcraft. Nope. Smoking inhalation. Yes. Chronic. This suggests the altered mental state. There you go.
Now, madam, the oil your husband sent you. This was the first time you did inhale its fumes, methinks.
Yes, the shipment of gifts from my husband did only lately arrive.
Ah, then I think we have your answer. I have read some interesting tales of such oils and herbs of the Near East. 'Tis said they occasion certain temperaments, to wit, an excessive sanguinity, which will have caused the immoderate laughter and increased appetite. They can also provoke a narrowing of the mind, which would explain your temporary fascination with the candelabra, and I believe the fumes of this oil may also have been responsible for the notion that you have been bewitched.
And the men of the Near East gain pleasure from this oil? They would render themselves foolish on purpose.
Aye, indeed. Foreigners have many strange customs and desires that we cannot hope to understand.
How fascinating! I thank you for this explanation, sir. Indeed, 'twill make for a most diverting tale with which to regale guests at my next dinner. God give you good morrow, Dr. Forman.
Alright, cool. Most pleased, that is good. Almost got that one. I wonder if Dr. Foreman's manservant was ever in the Navy. His arms appear to be very strong.
Another consultation. Will this one end in bed? Or will Mistress Allen slap him round the head?
Well, he hasn't done anything as far as I know.
Ah, good day, Mistress Allen. What brings you this day? Oh, dear lady, you tremble like a leaf on an autumn day.
Aye, for I am most affrighted. But Mr. Allen says he thinks I worry over naught. So I am come to you, for methinks you would. Perchance you may help me.
By my troth, Pray tell me of this evil that affrightens you, madam, and I shall do all in my power to protect you from it.
Yes, evil. Oh, indeed, 'tis the very word for it. I have seen a dark figure prowling outside our house in the night, and once I saw him spying through my window. Who is he? What does he want from me? What am I to do?
I see. And you do not recognize his face or any other particulars? The colour of his hair, for instance?
Oh, nay, for 'tis always so dark. But by his silhouette I can tell he is a bony, scrawny little man.
Is he very?
Oh, no.
But your husband thinks 'tis naught to worry over, you say?
Aye, he says the man is doubtless naught but a poor travelling tinker who is merely taking shelter in our garden. 'Twould explain why his figure is so slight, to be sure, but what if he is not a tinker? What if his purpose is more sinister?
Aye, indeed. Then let us consult the stars.
It's clearly the guy I'm
Who
playing
is
as.
the man prowling outside the Allen's house in the night? And what is his purpose?
It is clearly me. I'm just gonna be honest with her. I mean, he's making his own funeral here, so, the Prowler is a mature, intelligent man who is a secret enemy? What? Elvis risks being punished by God for frequent comments and going to my house. Not only does Elvis deceptive neighbors, he's obsessed with the romance and has preference for younger men. She must rein in her behavior. What? No, just this one. I mean, why not? Go get this one.
Avis, I must own. Indeed, I must confess that 'twas no prowler but me you have been seeing near your house at night.
You? You have been prowling me?
Nay, I have not been prowling you. I have been merely watching your comings and goings. 'Tis very different.
But you... why?
One evening, when you said you had no wish to see me, I needed to know why. You went to the Quiet Bear, did you not? What business did you have at an alehouse? Was it to meet a man?
How dare you cast shade upon my honour thus? I never met another man.
Methinks you speak false, madam. I see the way you look at William. Nay, do not dare play the innocent damsel with me.
You mean your manservant, William Buck? But you soil-minded mule, you deluded dog botherer.
And a married woman of your age as well. For shame, madam. Nay, put that down. Put it... Fie, madam. That was a priceless Venetian vase.
I mean, the other one was worse. I think, maybe. Oh, she took it ill. It's his own fault for actually stalking her.
Who is this man who has on such a claim? Lately returned from his conquests in Spain. The streets of London resound with his fame. Robert Secretary, that is his name.
All right.
Good day, sir. How may I... By Jupiter! Can it be true? Robert Devereux, the Earl of Essex, Lord of Her Majesty's Privy Council, a hero of the Battle of Cadiz.
Prithee, calm yourself, Sirrah. Pray, treat me just as you would any other querent.
Of course, as it pleases your lordship. But may I say, what a great privilege it is to... may I offer you a...
You are the man who had some success treating the plague some years past, are you not?
Oh, indeed, my lord. You are very well informed. My strong water did save many a Londoner from a most lamentable death.
Then perchance you might have some cunning cure for me as well, for since I am returned to England upon having resolved that small matter in Spain, I find myself afflicted with the most vexing ailment.
Oh, but your most glorious capture of the Spanish city of Cadiz was no small matter, my lord. All England talks of nothing else. Why, pamphlets recounting your heroic exploits are sold on every street corner in London.
Mayhap they are. I know nothing of them. My single-handed victory against the King of Spain was but a trifling affair, and the least I could do for my queen and a grateful nation. But I fear vast riches and the hearts of many a Spanish beauty were not the only things I did capture while I was there.
What else did you capture in Spain, my lord? I fear I do not grasp your meaning. If you would kindly show me where upon your body you are...
As you see, this Spanish disease I caught has me oozing a most disagreeable substance.
Methinks I have a fair idea of the nature of your affliction, but I must confirm the judgment with a reading of the stars. Let us see, what disease troubles Robert Lord Devereux, the Earl of Essex?
What disease, you say? Disease by white matter running from the privy member of the pain when passing urine? I mean, that makes sense. But love? No. Suffering from evil digestion? No, it's this one.
You have gonorrhea, my lord. 'Tis a condition provoked by an increase in intimate activities.
Too much strumpy-humpy, eh? Well, 'tis true that since news of my victory got about, every wench from Southwark to Shoreditch wants a piece of my action, as it were. And how may this gonorrhea be cured?
The most effective method is lead plate therapy. Usually this requires a man to lie in bed for many hours with a leaden plate positioned upon his privy parts, thus allowing the lead to impart its healing properties to the affected member. But, of course, men such as your lordship have no time to lie around in bed, which is why... Let me just fetch it from my cabinet. Which is why I invented this.
And that is what? Some sort of wonder job, like the ones old men used to wear?
Precisely so, my lord. 'Tis a codpiece that I had a blacksmith fashion out of lead. I invite your lordship to wear it under your breeches so that the lead may remain in contact with your privy member at all times. Indeed, until you are cured.
How very droll this is. Verily, how old-fashioned. I will appear as hung as old King Henry Tudor. Mayhap I just wear it in my chambers.
Good day, and please come again. If you need anything at all, I am at your service.
Okay, good that I figured that out at least. The crown is most pleased for the reading. That's good. Where's it go about? Palace wearing a wonder job and he would have revived the passion of the cut pieces. That's funny.
Watch your lover, Avis, watch her night and day.
Ooh.
If a woman has your heart, you cannot let her stray.
Oh no.
Avis, I did not expect to see you this evening. Do you bring news?
Aye, some very good news. At least if you confirm it for me. Methinks I am with child.
Ah, how very wondrous. And, have you any idea of who might...
Aye, verily, with child. But I dare not to. Forsooth, what if it be naught but false hope?
Then let us ask the stars without delay. Is Mistress Avis Allen verily with child?
How am I supposed to know that? If she guesses yes, then maybe. I mean, perhaps a father, a strong young man that she's romantically involved with. Evil angels are confusing. Within a few months, it will become clear that she is not with child. This decreases her chance of being with child. Thinks she's lazy. What? Society is a trustworthy. I feel optimistic. What? All this, really? No, just do this one.
Madam, the stars confirm that you are indeed with child. And that the father is...
Oh, joy! Simon, is it not wondrous? You and I are to be blessed.
Hold. I am not finished. The stars also reveal the identity of the father.
There is no need to read the stars for that, for surely it is obvious that you...
Prithee, admit it. You have been coupling with my manservant, William.
What?
Why, you... I warrant the stars say nothing of the sort.
See here, in my chart. 'Tis plain as day.
Dude, I never
in the house of
knew you
children,
would say that.
alongside Venus, there is the planet Mars. Who else but William could that be?
But such scribblings of yours, they mean nothing to me. For all I know, you make up those stories about planets and houses and such. Why, verily, perchance you might draw up a new chart, Simon. One that tells of how the planet Avis is no longer in the House of Forman.
You would mock me, madam? You would make a jest of my... Oh, I see. Leaving now, are you? Then you do so. You leave. I bid you good day.
Okay, well. I didn't know he was going to talk about William again. Why does he keep doing that? Of course he took it ill. What do you expect? I do not think I can abide them any longer. Well, that's not good. One more? But yeah, she already got the recommendation letter.
But not satisfied, mayhap you have not tried this one weird trick for displaying your wealth. Buy herbs and confections to boost your complexion and pass idle hours tending to your health.
Good even, sir. Who do I have the pleasure of welcoming to my chambers this day?
Nicholas Muggs, proprietor of Muggs Rugs down on Silver Street.
Ah, the wig makers. You supply wigs to players, do you not? I have heard tell of your fine work from some of my playhouse querents.
I thank ye for your kindness, sir. I do hear you are very skilled at your trade also. For are you not the curer of the plague of '92? Forsooth, I do hope you may cure me as well. For though I do not think I have the plague, whatever I have is doubtless most grave, no matter what my wife thinks.
And what is it your wife thinks?
It be her mind that I have taken naught but a chilly cold in the head. But 'tis not so, Dr. Forman, for I ache all over. My throat is grown sore, and I cough day and night.
Day and night, you say?
Aye, verily.
I see. Then let us consult the stars. What does ail Nicholas Mugg?
Ooh, let's see. Have a short-windedness and grievous. Which include cough, short-windedness, and hoarse throat and pain throughout the body. Cold in the head. Sure, let's go with this one.
I am pleased to say that your wife is correct, and you have little to worry over. You have what we doctors call frigidus ad hominem, or as it is more commonly known, a man cold.
Frigid... A man cold, you say?
Aye, 'tis a cold in the head, suffered uniquely by those of the male sex. And although it be a minor affliction, the suffering can be very great.
A minor affliction, you say? That cannot be right. I bid you check the stars again, sir. For see how ill I am, and my throat grows so hoarse I can hardly speak.
I think the trouble in your throat may be occasioned by overuse. Perhaps you might try, discoursing less.
Well, I think you ought to know that I will be seeking a second opinion.
As you will, sir. Good day.
Alright, why is he so mad about that? Okay, I mean, that's up to him, I guess. Still a manicure. Oh, my goodness.
Dashing and debonair, he will go far. Oh, London greets him with cries of huzzah. In truth, we cannot stay so smitten when we are.
Good day, my lord. How may I do you service? Would it pertain to some thrilling adventure upon which you may soon be embarking?
Indeed it does. Sir Walter Raleigh and I did recently come across some intelligence concerning a fleet of Spanish ships that will soon be sailing home from the New World, bearing a goodly cargo of gold. Raleigh and I plan to borrow the royal fleet, which we will use to intercept the ships and seize the treasure.
Huzzah! But, borrow the Royal Navy, you say?
Aye, only temporarily, of course. The Queen will hardly know her ships are gone. Indeed, when we return them to her bearing a handsome prize of Spanish gold, she will doubtless forgive our failure to file the correct paperwork and whatnot.
Doubtless. And how may I assist your lordship in this glorious endeavour?
Well, in order to intercept the Spanish fleet, we must know which route it is planning to take. One possibility is that it returns to Spain having retrieved the gold from the New World's southern continent. The other possibility, and this is the one Sir Walter thinks most likely, is that the gold has already been transported by conquistadors from the southern continent up to Havana, and the ships are to fetch it from there.
Then let us see whether the stars can tell us upon which route the treasure ships may be intercepted on their return to Spain from the New World.
Oh,
Will they
no.
be sailing from the southern continent or from the Spanish colony of Havana?
I honestly don't know. Should trust his friend instincts. The Spanish sailors hide a shameful secret that relates to the lack of self-control. Into the Spanish travel plans. Crew of the Spanish ships happened upon gold by conquering and killing of its owners. Spain established and fine cultural legacy of future generations. I would say this one, sure.
The stars are of the same mind as your friend Sir Walter Raleigh. For regardless of where the Spaniards load their ships with gold, they will stop at the port of Havana. It seems the Spanish sailors will be unable to calm their carnal desires.
Excellent, excellent. But where are we to intercept them? Pray, give me the precise day, latitude, and longitude.
Certainly, my lord. But divining nautical coordinates is a somewhat lengthy and complex process. If your lordship would kindly return in an hour or so.
Quickly, sir! I have not the time to bide here all day.
Well then, let me see now. Taking into account the position of Jupiter, divide by 3, carry the 1. Yes. The Spanish treasure ships may be intercepted upon the 15th day of October at a latitude of 9 and 40 degrees north and 5 and 20 degrees west, or thereabouts. That said, however, I cannot promise you that...
Excellent. Raleigh and I shall sail to this very spot. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Godspeed, my lord.
Uh-oh. This is not good. Was a little pleased. Oh, this is not good.
Though she never went to school, and she's kind and never cruel, do not take Alice for a fool. Alice Black, she is no fool.
All right.
Good evening to you, madam. How might I...
Hi. Pray go tell your master, Mr. Forman, that Mistress Alice Blagg is come to see him.
Ah, Mistress Blagg. It is I, Dr. Simon Forman, at your service. And what an honour it is to welcome the wife of the Dean of Rochester to my humble practice. To whom do I owe my thanks for having recommended you to my care?
Well, I will not lie. You owe your thanks to nobody. For folk do tell me that you are not a real doctor, but a quack, who does conjure demons and dabbles most unlawfully in the dark arts.
I do assure you, madam, that whatever you may have heard, I am
Yea, do not quibble, sir. If I did seek the counsel of a doctor who has one of those fancy medical degrees, of the kind of high-bred know-it-all who does see fit to judge a woman and vex her most cruelly, I would have gone elsewhere. But, truth be told, I have need of such a man as you, for I have been bewitched by a witch.
Ah, I see.
Yea, a loathsome spell has been cast upon me. It does cause me to awaken in the morning with a most terrible pain in my head, a pain so wretched it does have me chundering into my chamber pot.
Pain in the head and involuntary purging. And what leads you to believe your suffering is occasioned by witchcraft?
Well, the timing is most unnatural. My troubles do occur every Saturday morning without fail. I suspect the doings of our new neighbour, the widow MacDoon. As well as being Scottish, she does possess several cats.
Several cats, you say?
One or two of which I may have kicked, and now she has seen fit to take revenge upon me with her dark, foreign magic.
Indeed. Scotland is well known for the powerful black witchcraft practiced by its womenfolk. But as compelling as this evidence may be, my practice does draw upon the latest scientifical arts. To diagnose your condition, I must first perform a rigorous astronomical analysis. So, let us see now, what do the stars say is the cause of your Saturday morning suffering?
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. If you want to see more from me, search for 8000, click the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next one. And as always, stay awesome.